UCC 7 to 102. Definitions and index of definitions. A. In this article, unless the context otherwise requires. 1. Bailee means a person that by a warehouse receipt, bill of lading, or other document of title acknowledges possession of goods and contracts to deliver them. 2. Carrier means a person that issues a bill of lading. 3. Consignee means a person named in a bill of lading to which or to whose order the bill promises delivery. 4. Consignor means a person named in a bill of lading as the person from which the goods have been received for shipment. 5. Delivery order means a record that contains an order to deliver goods directed to a warehouse, carrier, or other person that in the ordinary course of business issues warehouse receipts or bills of lading. 6. Good faith means honesty in fact and the observance of reasonable commercial standards of fair dealing. 7. Goods means all things that are treated as movable for the purposes of a contract for storage or transportation. 8. Issuer means a bailee that issues a document of title or, in the case of an unaccepted delivery order, the person that orders the possessor of goods to deliver. The term includes a person for which an agent or employee purports to act in issuing a document if the agent or employee has real or apparent authority to issue documents, even if the issuer did not receive any goods, the goods were misdescribed, or in any other respect the agent or employee violated the issuer's instructions. 9. Person entitled under the document means the holder, in the case of a negotiable document of title, or the person to which delivery of the goods is to be made by the terms of, or pursuant to instructions in a record under, a non-negotiable document of title. 10. Record means information that is inscribed on a tangible medium or that is stored in an electronic or other medium and is retrievable in perceivable form. 11. Sign means, with present intent to authenticate or adopt a record. A. To execute or adopt a tangible symbol, or B. To attach to or logically associate with the record an electronic sound, symbol, or process. 12. Shipper means a person that enters into a contract of transportation with a carrier. 13. Warehouse means a person engaged in the business of storing goods for hire. B. Definitions and other articles applying to this article and the sections in which they appear are: 1. Contract for sale, Section 2 to 106. 2. Lessee in ordinary course of business, Section 2A103. 3. Receipt of goods, Section 2 to 103. C. In addition, Article 1 contains general definitions and principles of construction and interpretation applicable throughout this article.
Last week I was saying on the non-UCC filings, the main concern is that we want to make sure that we have that $100 billion amount on there, and that we also want to make sure that we have our accounts that we established in that state was the most important part. Now we're going to get into the regional filing, all right? Now the regional filing would be the regional office of the birth state you were born in. For instance, my regional office would be Wisconsin because I was born in Minnesota. All right? So this is an actual copy of a UCC regional filing that I had did. All right? Now, the debtors are going to be different. All right? You're going to have two debtors like you did on the non-UCC filing. But the first debtor would be your birth certificate that says Quave Trust, right? The address is 55 Water Street. And then the second debtor would be all caps, the United States of America, with the address 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue Northwest, Washington, D.C., so on and so forth. And then the secure party, that'll be the same as it would be the name change name. And then that P.O. box that you've been using for everything. And that's how they go. And then it'll go into the actual collateral, where this is where you would put a lot of your information in, okay? Because you see how it goes on and on and on. Now, it's still going to be the same. It's going to be a UCC filing, so it's not going to be a non-UCC filing. It's going to be a Bailee Baylor. It's going to be an agricultural lien, and it's still held in trust, okay? Now, it's still going to be this on this form. When I did mine, it was financial transaction. It did not give me an option for it to be a transmitting utility, but that is the same. The only thing that changes is that this is an agricultural lien and not a non-UCC lien, okay? This is where I did put in a parcel ID and an address on here as well. I did that. I put in all of my identification. I put in all of my EINs. I put in all of the birth certificates that I have, all of the socials that I have, all of the exemptions that I have. I put in a lot of information pertaining to, which is on another sheet of paper, but this will basically give you an overview of what is liens.
And the same information that's on this collateral is the Word document example that I've already showed you when we were going over the non-UCC. Commercial security agreement, power of attorney, and the registered bond numbers. What I also want us to realize also too, with that registered mail number that we circulated, that is the registered number for the master bond that we are sending to the Treasury. Also, put at least 2 other registered mail numbers on here because there's 3 bonds in curement even they're based off of. All right, you're going to different treasuries at the same time. So put at least 3 or 5 registered mail label numbers on here for your own protection. What you also need to insert into here is the abbreviation of the documents that you've already completed. You know, the hold harmless indemnity agreement, the private security agreement, the commercial security agreement, power of attorney, and the registered bond numbers. What I also want us to realize also too, with that registered mail number that we circulated, that is the registered number for the master bond that we are sending to the Treasury. Also, put at least 2 other registered mail numbers on here because there's 3 bonds in curement even they're based off of. All right, you're going to different treasuries at the same time. So put at least 3 or 5 registered mail label numbers on here for your own protection.
And that's pretty much everything that you need to put on there. Is just that simple. It's really not